Do you know what xenophobia is? What is malevolent? Hey, what is voracious? Good morning, all, and welcome back to the class. Today, in this session, we'll be learning more root words, and this is the continuation of word roots lecture series. I've already made 6 videos on word roots, and this is my 7th one. And those who have missed the first 6 videos can actually watch them by clicking on the links that will be available in the description of this video. So before I discuss the roots, can you try to solve this exercise? Yes, this exercise has got 10 words. Actually, you need to match them with the correct meaning. There are many words. I don't know how many of you have ever heard these words. In case if all these words are new and strange for you, don't worry. You can guess their meanings with the help of the roots that we are going to learn now. Let's first try to learn the roots and then we'll come back to this exercise and can solve it. So today's first root is vol or volley, which actually means wish or choice. So the first word here is voluntary. So what is voluntary? Voluntary is doing something willingly, not because you are forced. You do it by your own choice. So a voluntary agreement, attendance on the course is purely voluntary. And there are many people who love to be volunteers. Today there are many people who are taking the vaccine of COVID voluntarily, and they are coming forward and they are trying to they are extending their hand, helping hand, okay, in order to get the vaccine tested. Fine. So the next word is volition. So what is volition? Volition, again you have got vol here. So volition actually means the power to choose something freely or to make your own decisions. For example, they left entirely of their own volition. So they left it because they wanted to. Fine, done. And the third word is benevolent. It's a very important word. You must have heard it many a times. So benevolent actually means kind, helpful, and of course generous. Here it is a combination of two roots, bene, beni, and vol. Actually, beni means good. You have words like benefit, beneficiary, benefactor. Okay, these are the common words that we use. And in benevolent also, beni actually means good. And there is one more root which is vol, which means wish or choice. So a benevolent person is basically a good person by choice. Okay, so a kind, helpful, and generous person can be called as benevolent. The next word is malevolent. So here again, malevolent is a combination of mal, mal, and vol. Mal actually means bad. Mal can be associated with a Telugu word called malinam. Malinam is bad, right? And there is a word called malicious in English. Malicious means mal plus cious. Malicious means full of bad. Mal is bad, malinam is bad, and ous, I told you, it's a suffix which means full of. So malicious is full of bad. So malevolent can be used as an antonym to benevolent, because a malevolent person is someone who is having or showing a desire to harm other people. So malevolent intentions or malevolent thoughts are those intentions and thoughts which wherein you have a desire or you show a desire to harm other people. Done. And the next root is volve or volu, which means roll or turn. Here is the first word, which is evolution. Evolution is actually a gradual development of plants, animals, even human beings over many years as they adapt to changes in their environment. So the gradual development of something can be called as evolution. So here the root word is volu, which actually means to roll or turn. The next word is devolve. Devolve is often used as a phrasal verb, and it is followed by on or upon. So devolve on or upon somebody or something, which means, let us say, if property or money, etc., devolves on or upon you, you receive it after somebody else dies. That means, you receive it maybe by hereditary or by legacy. So if property or money, etc., devolves on or upon you, you receive it. Okay. So after the departure of somebody, after somebody dies. So remember that devolve, see, it is a combination of D plus volve. VOL, volve actually means turn, and D is down. It is turning down. That means it is coming from somebody else to you. Okay, fine. Next. So revolution, yeah, it's an easy word, doesn't really require any explanation here. It's an attempt by a large number of people to change the government of a country, especially by violent action. Or revolution also, it's a great change in conditions, ways of working, beliefs can be called as revolution. And a complete, circular movement around a point can also be called as revolution. Okay. So, for example, the revolution of the earth around the sun. Okay, there is, a technical expression. So revolution, it's a known word. Let's move on and try to learn the next root. So the next root is vivo or vor or vivo or ac vorac, which actually means devour or greedy. And the first word is voracious. Voracious actually means, eating or wanting large amounts of food. For example, a voracious eater. Okay, or to have a voracious appetite. And there is one more meaning for voracious, that is wanting a lot of new information and knowledge. A voracious reader. So a voracious reader is someone who reads a lot, who reads many books because he wants new information and knowledge. So voracious here, you have got vora, which actually means devour or greedy. Okay, you are extremely greedy. Next. So carnivore. Carn actually means, flesh. We call the adjectival form is carnal, which means bodily. Carnal desires are bodily desires. So carnivore is someone, any animal that eats meat can be called as carnivore. So some people also eat meat a lot, right? You can call them as carnivorous people. They eat meat. Carnivorous diet. So when I say carnivorous diet, it's related to meat actually. And next word is herbivorous. So herbivore is animal that feeds mainly on plants. So the people who eat vegetarian people can be called as herbivores. Okay, and there are people who are omnivores. They eat everything. They eat meat, and of course they also eat vegetables. So such people are known as omnivore. Omni means all, right? God is omnipresent, omniscient, right? We say. Fine. The next root is Zen or Xeno, which actually means stranger or foreigner. And you have words like xenophobe. Xenophobe is a combination of xeno plus phobe. Phobe actually fear, right? Phobia is a fear. So xenophobe is a person who is afraid of strangers. Next word is xenophile. See, phil, phil, phil actually means love, remember. So philanthropy, philologist. Okay, so phil, phil. Philanthropist is someone, anthropos, philanthropos. Philanthropist is a combination of phil, which actually means love, and anthropos means people. So a philanthropist is someone who loves people. So xenophile, xeno is what? Foreigner, is a stranger. And phil here, phil, phil is equal to love. So xenophile is one who is attracted to foreigners, someone who loves foreigners here. The next root is zoo or zoo, animal. Z-O zoo or Z-O zoo, animal. So the first word is zoology. You know about zoology, study of the structure and classification of animals. And the next one is zoolatry, which actually means animal worship. So these are the roots for today. We have discussed almost 5 roots, and I have given you an exercise at the beginning of this root lecture, this lecture. So, and I want you guys to get back to that exercise and try to solve it and give your answers in the comment section. And in case if you have any queries, you can ask me. And thank you so much. Happy learning.